Yo, Tony D back at it in the mega shop. Excited. Had to break a couple piles down, but here we go. This is more of an indie pile. I consider Image indie to me. I don't know. Just makes it easier. But Spawn 366. If you're a Spawn fan, you must get this. There is an epic battle. I don't think this is the first appearance. The issue before this had this character in it, but I think another Spawn title first introduced this character. But there's a lot of characters going on. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck right now, and the artwork is fantastic. Look at that, man. It gives you a little niblet. Get on it. And if you're not a Spawn fan, but you're into action, kind of the mystical flavor, the apocalyptic type stuff, I mean, Spawn, it could be something to add. Check it out. Godzilla versus Spider-Man. What intrigued me to get this, got it at the local comic shop, was the symbiote, when it takes place. And artwork is great. On point. It's worth the artwork, if anything. It's a typical slam, bam, slugfest. I don't think this is the canon universe. If you know, drop me a comment. Let me know what universe we're working with here. But I loved it when the symbiote bonded with Godzilla. That's why I wanted this. I wanted to check that out. So you got a lot of action like that. That's different. And I mean, look at that. Beautiful. It's really cool. I think it is. If you're a Godzilla fan, must have. Spider-Man fan, get into it. Man, let's get some bags on these bad boys. You can almost never go wrong with Spider-Man. I just thought it was interesting just to see that. Spider-Man going up against Godzilla, the symbiote involved. Good stuff. And really that issue is Spider-Man is at a point in his career where he is just now figuring out the symbiote, how it works, and he makes some revelations about it in this issue. So it'd be cool to see what universe that is. Spider-Man versus Predator. Bought this at the comic shop. Just love the cover. It's a shout out to, can't remember the exact issue, but Wolverine, Captain America, had to get it. I don't mind covers like that are like homages. Sometimes they're cool to have. But Spider-Man, Predator, I've talked about it quite a bit. I'll review it. It's a must-have for me. If you're into that universe of the Predator, aliens, and you have Badlands coming out, which I think is going to be really good. Put a little Predator flavor on your reading list. Great stuff. Godzilla, I'm getting into this Godzilla stuff. This one was interesting. I think they're combining, I just jumped on this. They're combining the Godzilla universe, a lot of the characters, Jet Jaguar, totally like that character. So they're making up a G-Force team. So it's a team book. More bang for your buck. And I don't know if this is, let me know if you're into this stuff, if this is a first appearance of this character. He can channel the energy that Godzilla uses for his atomic breath. So we'll see where that goes. Could get interesting. Oh, I won't spoil it, but at the end, there's a reveal. I think that's a new character. So if anything, I don't know, if you're into key issues, it could be one of those. I enjoyed it. Artwork was on point. So we'll bust open a fresh pack on the cam. So I always keep these. They're good for dividers to label on if you're on a budget. You know, it's good stuff. Love Mylar. I love the smell of it too. It is awesome. All right, continuing. Wild Things. This is I would call it an outlaw comic. One thing that I really liked about it was it's mislabeled. There's actually 3 issues, and I do have a little niche of comics where I do collect misprints, things of that nature. So if you know of any, hit me up. Let me know. I'd love to hear about them. This is actually a bunch of Just small, contained story. Totally love the black and white. I'm a mark for the black and white stuff. Some multiple artists and writers. What year was this? Can't remember the year. It's not important, but you get a good helping of, Black Mirror. That's the closest thing I can think of. That there's always some kind of weird twist with the technology. The first issue has a crazy one. So if you're into that, check it out. It's affordable, man. You don't have to get near mint. We talked about that at the comic shop. It's like this grading, some of that's out of control, man. Get you some fine copies, even very good. Man, there's a lot of enjoyment out there, man. Don't let stuff like that hinder your enjoyment of the hobby. It is okay to have a very good copy, a fine copy. Man, if you can read it, if you can turn the pages and read it, feel that paper, man, you're there. Everything doesn't have to be encased in something. I mean, I get it, wanting to have comics in the best condition that they can be in because it's an investment. I totally understand that. But man, I like to read. I like to share. And I don't want to just buy stuff and just put it up. It's got to get out there. You guys are important. And I think sharing this with you is important. If anything, maybe, figure out some stuff you want to get into. But King Spawn, I love Spawn Universe. King Spawn is another one that there is an insidious villain in this. I can't remember when it starts. God, maybe 44, 45. But the one thing, like I'll show you this guy, like it's not a spoiler. It's, he looks like a regular guy. Like, I'll find you a little pic. Yeah, like right there. Like, he's a regular old neighborhood dude, but super powerful. I think Rory McConville's doing the scripts. I think McFarlane was doing a little bit, but, he's creative director. Not really sure what that means. Sometimes those titles really don't mean anything. He's probably just hanging out, like, not trying to diminish the effort, but like producers, they look at something and say, yeah, that's good, that's not good. Not sure about this one. I'm stretching out there. Mad Cave has put out some pretty good titles. Enjoyed some of the runs I had on some stuff. This one intrigued me. Look into my eyes. Totally was getting into this weird. If it's weird, I'm into it. It's really kind of give you a breakdown. If you want to get into this, it's really leaning into the modern era of the way we communicate. And it's firmly rooted in that. And I love the artwork. The artwork really did it for me. The artist, writer and artist, Rubén. So yeah, you get a lot of that on some of these indie type flavors, but this first issue is it's a setup issue, but there's some weirdness that you really don't know where it's coming from. It seems to pick up in certain places. Like, I'll give you a little shot. Like right here, the guy's stepping in it. It's like eyeballs. So I don't know. I like weird stuff. I'll stay on it, man. I'll let you know what's up. And if you're into that writer, artist, let me know. There may be some other stuff out there I'm missing out on. And that's how we learn, by sharing. It's cool, man. Sharing is cool. All right, here we go. Supergod. I'm totally into the transhumanism type stuff. I think one day we will get to a point where the human body will become more than what it is now, like with quantum computing, with just the way technology is shrinking. And this is, of course, a comic. I'm not going to get out of reality, but the premise is the countries start developing superhuman, I want to say people. They do use humans, so it is rooted in humans being transformed into these extremely powerful, they're like weapons, they're like nuclear weapons for the countries. And Warren Ellis is great at this type of stuff. I get it, it's a nit, but I did read Black Summer, totally enjoyed it. So I went ahead, I thought, you know, I'll do this one. And it's not a spoiler, but it starts off where it's already happened. Like everything is laid to waste. And this is like a scientist guy. He's making a recording and he's giving you a history of how all this evolved. So if you're into transhumanism, there's some high action there where these superhumans for each country are going to meet up. Now, they haven't done it yet, but at the end of issue 2, you can see it happening. It's fixing to go down. And the way and the methods that the countries used were very interesting. Some were cosmic rays. That's a hot topic now. Some are nanotechnology, robotics, things of that nature. And I'm reviewing this one because I totally dig it. Hopefully someone gets some enjoyment out of it. But late to the party, Gideon Falls. This has been out for a while. Jeff Lemire. It seems like this is going to be something I'm into, where it does have some mental health subject matter. But the premise is this is our main character. He's finding patterns in the trash in the city, and he's just now putting together. And this is a wonderful shot. It's like a double fisheye. That's great. I can't remember the artist that was like super good at that. He wasn't a comic artist. He was Jim Young, Asian guy. Really good. I'll research it and I'll throw it in the comments. Totally worth checking out that artwork. But so he's finding patterns and he does talk to a therapist, and they, of course, they don't believe him. So, you know, it delves into the mental health aspect of this story. And I think it's going to be a good one. I like books that make me think about stuff, and that's definitely going to be one. I'll let you know about Look Into My Eyes. You may want to get on that. Old school. Man, this was a decent pile. Totally enjoyed it. Totally enjoyed reading it. Hope you guys like it. And outro, get it.